So today, man, I'm be giving you guys my sliders that I use for franchise. I feel like these are, I would say, the best sim, in my opinion, the best sim franchise settings that you could use. Everybody's gonna have different opinions about these, but if you've watched my last couple franchise videos, then you would know. If you've watched it, you would know, like, okay, these are like pretty like lit looking games. They look pretty realistic and all that stuff. Then these settings are what I use for it. I know also people are gonna see all Madden. I do put this on all Madden. I know some people say all pro is like the true way franchise is supposed to be played, but I put it on all Madden with these sliders I'm about to show y'all, and I have had no problem with them. So before we go into the actual CPU and player skill sliders, I'm gonna show you a couple other settings I have on as well that just, go really good with like everything as a whole. We're gonna start off with the game options. The first thing we're gonna look at is difficulty, skill level, and game style. Skill level, like I said, I have this on all Madden. And game style, you have to put this on simulation. Simulation will just lead to, just that you have to have it on because it's the definition of sim. You know what I mean? There's three different things you can put it on: simulation, competitive, and arcade. Competitive is basically what MUT is, and arcade is what Superstar Showdown is. Simulation is what you want for franchise. The main reason I use all Madden instead of all pro, in my opinion, I just feel like, everything plays. I just feel like everything plays a little bit smoother, and I feel like all pro, I don't want to say like, dumb stuff happens, but I feel like, sometimes guys don't play to their standard, and putting it on all Madden, guys will do what they're supposed to be doing, and mixed in with the sliders, it'll give it that true, just real feeling. Everything's authentic, nothing feels fake or fugazi and all that stuff. This next section, clock management, I actually have my quarter length on 9 minutes now. If you've seen my last couple franchise videos, you've seen they haven't been on 9 minutes, but going forward, I am going to put them on 9 minutes because I feel like 9 minutes gives you the perfect balance to really have a realistic stat line throughout the game, just with a certain amount of rushes, or your linebackers getting a certain amount of tackles, a certain amount of pass attempts. It gives you like a realistic stat line by the end of your game, compared to, if you want to put it on 10 minutes, you could go 10 minutes, but I feel like 9 minutes is the perfect length. For the play clock, leave that on. Accelerator clock, you want to have that on. That basically makes it to where, like, in between plays, the clock will kind of speed up a little more at the line of scrimmage. Trust me, you're going to want to have that on, because if you just leave it on 9-minute quarters without that accelerated clock, you will legit never get out of that game. I'm not saying it speeds the clock up to a point where it's not like, okay, now this game feels too short. It just makes it to where it's like, perfect. Everything is like not too long, it's not short, it's just the perfect length. Last thing for clock management, I leave minimum play clock on 20 seconds. For your passing mechanics, I would recommend using placement accuracy. Do not turn passing slowdown off. So if you're playing like an offline game mode, which franchises, unless you're playing an online franchise, but if you're playing like an offline franchise and you have passing slowdown on, it's gonna like completely break your game. It's really weird. Do not turn that on. Put your freeform reticle distance on there. I have the speed on 3 out of 20. This is basically your freeform settings. When you hold LT, you're going to want to have these on. And reticle visibility, meter visibility, you can have them on visible. It really doesn't matter. So this is what are we on? A gameplay helper. So for your gameplay helpers, you're going to want to have auto flip defense on. It just makes it to where your defense is always going to be aligned properly. If you had it off, it would just, sometimes your defense won't be aligned how they're supposed to be on. I do have defensive ball hawk on. It just, makes guys, attack the ball they're supposed to. Defensive heat seeker, turn this on. This makes it just to where, like, guys, they just tackle better. Like, they just, they don't get all dumbed out and all that stuff. And defensive switch assist, let's say you try to click onto a different defender and then, guys' pursuit angles or all that stuff gets messed up. You're going to want to turn this on so that doesn't happen. I usually don't have controlled play art on because basically, like, let's say you're not showing your play art, but whoever you're clicked onto, it'll like still show their individual play art. I don't really like it. If you want, you can turn it on. Me, I don't really like it on. And do not have coach mode on. The franchises that I usually do like I guess it is throwback teams. Like right now, the series I'm doing right now is the 2010 Eagles. I'm only doing one season with them, so I usually do not have injuries on. But if I was to do like an actual like thing where, playing multiple seasons, I'm gonna have injuries on and all that stuff, I would put injuries on 10. Nothing higher, nothing lower. That's perfect. And fatigue, like I said, I'm only using the like teams usually for one season, so a lot of this stuff I don't really touch. So I just have fatigue and player speed. parity scale on 50. We skip over 2 more tabs to go over the penalties. I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't switch the penalties. I have it to where all the penalties in the game are on, obviously, but I don't switch any of the sliders. I feel like throughout the game you'll see 2 or 3 penalties, and you know, with 9-minute quarters, and I feel like that's maybe not 3, but sometimes maybe only like 2. But I don't know. I feel like I don't want like a crazy amount of penalties in there. 2-3 penalties on 9-minute quarters. I feel like that's good enough. So now we're on to the actual gameplay sliders. This is the stuff that most of you are pretty much here for. So let's go ahead and get right into this. We're going to start off with player skill passing. I have QB accuracy on 45 out of 50. Pass block, 40 out of 45 out of 50. 45 out of 100. I'll just say 45 though. 45. Pass block is on 45. And I leave wide receiver catching on 50. Run blocking I actually have on 20. The reason why I have this so low is even with it this low, run blocking is just so overpowered in this game, so you're gonna want to lower that a lot. Ball security is on 50, reaction time is on 50. I have interceptions on 45, pass coverage on 45, tackling 50, field goal power 45, and field goal accuracy on 45, and then the rest of the stuff is all on 50, and that's for the player skill. For the CPU skill, I tend to want to make their stuff a little bit higher than, you know, for the actual player one, so that's why you're gonna notice a lot of their stuff's a little bit higher. So we're gonna go run through this whole thing. QB accuracy I have on 55, pass blocking 50, wide receiver catching 55, run blocking 55, ball security 50, reaction time 55, interceptions 55, pass coverage 53, tackling 50, and then everything else is just left on 50. Like I said, I like to have theirs a little bit higher than the actual user, just make the AI play a little bit better. If you feel like the AI is playing a little bit too good, then you can lower this stuff, because like I said, you're already on all Madden, so if you want to lower it, you can, but you definitely want to be on all Madden. But those are pretty much the sliders, man. If you guys got any questions about these sliders or anything that you would change or make some adjustments to, man, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, these are for all Madden. If you want to, I would not actually even try these for all pro. If you want me to make a video for sliders for all pro, I can, but before you let me know down in the comments, because I'm gonna have to test some things out with it, because I can't just go after and give you something with it, so I'd have to, like, you know, test a lot of stuff out with it. But let me know if you want franchise settings for all pro. This is only for all Madden. If you're new to the channel, man, drop a sub. Like I said, I like to do these franchise series where basically I use like a throwback team, play a season with them, go throughout the whole season, just kind of see what happens, where their stats are at the end of the season. You know, can they win the Super Bowl and all that stuff. Right now I'm doing the 2010 Eagles, and as of right now I think they're 4-0, and you know, it's been pretty lit. Everyone's liking it. So if you guys want to, you know, sub to the channel and see more of that, when I'm done with them, I'll do another team. So definitely, if you like franchise content, I'm definitely gonna be uploading a lot more franchise content, so stay tuned to that. But that is pretty much gonna do it for this one, boys. I'll holler at y'all later tonight, man. If you're not already following the Twitch, definitely drop a follow to the Twitch. We stream every night, kind of doing everything on there, Madden, other games, all that stuff. So, you know, if you just want to kick it with the homies, I cannot speak right now, man. It's a little early in the morning, I'm not gonna lie. It's like 8 in the morning, man. I'm a little tired. I just got up like 30 minutes ago, so I just want to record this video real quick. Yeah, if you ever want to tap in with the Twitch, link that's down in the description, man. But till the next time, man, well, till tonight, because I'm going to be live tonight. I'll see y'all boys tonight.